while a lot of people may poo-poo, whoa. I mean, this car's quick. I'm here on Woodward Avenue for the 2021 Woodward Dream Cruise. And next to me is the all-new 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. In a few moments, we'll be taking this car for a ride, but in the meantime, I'm going to show you some of the features that make the Mach-E GT and this Performance Edition special. Starting up front, behind the blacked out pony badge, is an all-black grille that's unique to the GT and GT Performance Pack. On lesser versions of the Ford Mustang Mach-E, it's actually painted the body color, since you don't really need a grille at all on an electric car, but Ford opted for the black here to make it more striking as it's driving down the road. Around the side, the Mach-E GT gets a unique 20-inch wheels, and the Performance Edition gets these multi-spoke setup that's fairly attractive. And then there is a set of red Brembo brakes that perform stopping duties. For suspension behind these wheels and tires is Ford's Magnetic Ride Suspension, or MagneRide. That has the ability to adjust the changing road conditions thousands of times a second and helps improve ride quality on Woodward, as well as keeping all four wheels planted to the track when you're out on a track day. Coming along the side, we have blacked out mirror caps, which come standard on both the GT and GT Performance Edition, as well as this special yellow color that's unique to the GT models. Additional blacked out accents include the trim as well as the roof, and then around back there is a unique GT badge to differentiate from the other Mach-E models. That way you know sort of who beat you when you lost your drag race. Now, let's get inside and take this Mach-E GT up and down Woodward to see what it's like. I'm here with Leeway from the Ford Vehicle Engineering team on the Mach-E, and he's the one providing us with our first drive experience today. He's not mic'd, so we can't grill him about all of the future product questions that we have, but we are driving now up Woodward to kind of see not only how does the Mach-E GT ride, especially this Performance Pack Edition with the Magnetic Ride, but also see what sort of performance that it has. So, not sure if you were able to tell by the camera, but he was able to give it a good amount of beans, which is sort of rare here on Woodward. We started a little bit from a roll, so I would say that the acceleration's definitely on par with what you would expect from a Model Y performance. The one area where I've noticed in non-GT Mach-E's is it doesn't seem to give you quite as much torque straight from wind to pedal application, but that's usually only from a stop. Once you're rolling, I would be willing to bet that this is a dead heat with a Model Y performance. Ford claims 3.5 seconds to 60 miles an hour from a dead stop. Can't really test it here. This is a public road and there's police everywhere, but it'll be really interesting to hook up some testing gear later this year when we get a chance to drive this, for sure. I'm not sure if the mic picked it up, but when he did accelerate, Ford does have their performance sound enabled. It's not artificial engine noise. It's really kind of hard to describe if you've never been in the car, but I actually like using the propulsion sound compared to some of my colleagues, because if you're bombing down a back road, the car's so quiet normally, and with the air conditioner on low and everything, like, I don't hear the traffic or anything around me. Ford's done a really good job at sound insulation. So if you're somebody that kind of gauges your speed by sound and momentum, having the performance sound on has been really helpful to really have fun down a back road. So while a lot of people may poo-poo, that noise, I actually find it quite useful. Long highway drives, maybe I would turn it off, but I like having it on in applications like this. I mean, this car's quick. All-wheel drive, 460 horsepower, I believe, over 600 foot-pound of torque. So the standard version, the non-performance pack version, comes with a set of all-season tires as well. So you could really use it as a year-rounder, but nothing's stopping you from buying the performance pack and throwing a good set of snow tires on, especially if you live here in Detroit. Inside, some of the changes that I've noticed from this over the regular Mach-E. The interior trim pieces are a little different. It's designed to have more of a sportier feel. The seats are unique to this model, as well as all of the stitching. And then throughout the cabin, you'll see some Ford GT touches, like the center armrest, the door sill when you climb in, the steering wheel, things like that. It's not a dramatic difference from the other Mustang Mach-E's, but really if you climb into an EcoBoost Mustang now compared to a GT, a lot of the difference are actually in the performance parts and not so much the interior differentiation. You still get the really big touchscreen in this car, which supports Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. It's all wireless, works really well. You can use phone as a key, which we found works pretty well from the week-long loan that we had in it earlier this year. And Ford puts a actual instrument cluster in front of you that shows you the speed, range, and pertinent driving information. So compared to something like the Model Y, you don't have to look off to the side to see the screen. Yes, most people get used to it. Yes, even our Tesla Model 3 that we have as a company car, yeah, you get used to it. But after you drive a car with the speedometer in front of you, it's super helpful. Also, this car is equipped with the hardware to enable Ford's Blue Cruise, which will be its hands-free, hands-off, semi-autonomous driving assistance. It's SAE level 2, just like all of the other systems. However, like Cadillac Super Cruise and some of the other systems that are coming out, you'll actually be able to remove your hands from the wheel as long as you're paying attention. I mean, it's a super compelling car. It's super thrilling. It's definitely a different type of way of going fast. If you're used to, you know, a loud V8 and burnouts, this car doesn't deliver that. However, if you like to go quick, if you like to do it while saving a bunch of money, you know, electric performance really is a great way to go. And even though Mach-E's are starting to kind of get out there, the car still gets a lot of attention, especially in the cyber orange paint that this one's wearing. Now we have a good idea of what to expect performance-wise from the 2021 Mach-E GT with the Performance Pack. Not quite the same as driving, but we look forward to bringing you that impression later this year when the vehicle goes on sale. To catch that video, as well as all of our other news and reviews, be sure to subscribe to the EV Pulse YouTube channel or visit us on the web at evpulse.com.